Hello everybody, I'm Jake Requiem, and today's video is a little different. Today's video is about the dangers of internet. To be more specific, dangers for how to help children be safer on it. I know today's video is a little odd, but today's video is more focused on the parents and to help them. So, anyways, I know this may seem odd for someone my age to be doing this. I mean, I'm only 13, but you gotta know how to be safe. And today's video is, well, just about that. So, to parents who have children and are unsure or are going to have children and are unsure how they should handle the internet, or if they should handle the internet yet, it all depends on how old they are. For instance, think of it like if you were to let your kid go to the park on their own in a different community you're unaware of, a new town even. You'd want to look into that town and community to see if it's safer, right? Well, if you answered yes, you're most likely a pretty good parent. And the thing is, why should you trust any community on the internet like you do? Think about that for a sec. Being in an internet community is just as dangerous as being in a real life community. I mean, if you're going on the internet, or your child is, that is, you should monitor what they do, watch, play, everything, who they talk to. If anything, you should limit them at a younger age to YouTube Kids, if they even have that still. I don't think so, but they might. If you do, limit them to that. But even that itself is dangerous. If any parents recall the Momo incident that happened a little while back, a few months ago, I think last year maybe, I'm not sure. If you know about that, a bad person was trying to trick kids into hurting themselves and threatened to take away their parents from them if they didn't do as this Momo character said. And I know this video might get taken down because of saying that even, but I gotta spread awareness about this, what's going on here. So, basically, don't trust an online community that you yourself have not inspected. And if anything, let them stay on offline games until they're old enough to handle more mature things or online games. For instance, if a game has multiplayer and has a chat system, it most likely has a filter. And if it does, people are going to find a way to break that filter. Take Roblox, for instance. They try to do their best to keep it kid appropriate, but they just aren't. They're trying their hardest here. But even people such as myself were able to find ways to break that filter. And if you can break filters on one of the most popular games like Roblox, you can find ways to break filters on many less popular games. And it just becomes chaos. Don't let your kids talk to strangers on the internet. Stick to real-life friends that they have known, that you know. Don't let them be exposed to regular kind of videos I'm still talking about games. I mean, for online, like, say, YouTube even, if you're a child watching this, you most likely have seen some things you probably haven't wanted to see on YouTube. You never know. But think of it, I'm losing my words here. Trying to keep this as serious as possible here, but it's hard since I'm my age, 13 here. Trying my hardest. I may only be a child, also autistic child, yeah. I'm 13 years old, I'm autistic, and that itself is enough information probably for someone to find you. Never reveal your location on the internet. If someone tries to ask for any information about someone you know, love, or your own information, don't do it no matter what they say they'll offer you. If they have that information, you could just lose your identity. You could lose all your money, your home, your child, your life, even. So, you gotta be careful what you you gotta monitor your kids. If anything, don't let them use YouTube until they're the proper age. In my opinion, probably 13 or up, but even YouTube itself recognizes 18 or up to be a YouTuber. And I found a way to bypass that system with ease. Anyone can bypass a filter with ease. That's why it's dangerous, and why you should be more careful with what your kids use, what your kids see. You gotta monitor what they do. If they're on the internet, do it with them, or make sure you have a safe search. A safe search or filter is basically what you can use to keep them from websites that could possibly have viruses or bad people on them. For instance, videos that have things that just aren't for children yet, or aren't for children. It's not safe to let them go in an internet community alone, just like you wouldn't let them go into another town's community on their own, because it's the same on how dangerous it is, because you never know who could be in that neighborhood watching them. So why trust an internet community the same way? I don't get it. They need to make it safer for the internet. They need to make the internet safer, because there's viruses, exploits, hackers, bad people that are maybe even terrorists, you never know, that want to steal your or your kids' information and use it for their benefit or your disadvantages, which is why it's not safe. You gotta be smart about what you let them use, you know? So, yeah, today's video, kind of strange, yeah, especially out of the blue for more of a parents-based video, but it's for the safety of children, for the safety of anyone, really. Don't trust someone with the internet unless they either have experience or you have experience enough to be able to trust them. See, you gotta be careful with what you do, what you say, what you tell people. Because if you tell somebody you don't know just any information, they could most likely find a way to find you with it. So yeah, even me having my real first name, Jacob. I'm known as Jake Requiem on this channel, as you know, or Jake. But I'm going by Jacob today because it's a little more serious. And it's to keep children safe. It's to keep everyone safe. I know I'm going on and on about that, but it's better if you don't trust children with online internet with other people until they're older. If anything, stick having them on more safer places and games, offline games that you could have to have the same person you're playing with in the room. Games that involve no online, kind of like a Nintendo Switch. Don't give your kid the online pass until they are old enough to understand what dangers are on the internet. You tell them what's dangerous and what's not when you think they're old enough. You need to be more careful what you do, what you see, what you say. You gotta be careful, because you never know who's on the other side of that screen. You never know if somebody's looking through your camera right now. Like right now. Yeah, I don't know. I doubt it, since I'm using an old iPad of mine to record this, as I always do. So, yeah. Anyways, if you hear voices in the background, that's my family out there. Yeah. Anyways, I had this idea while I was in the shower to make a video about the safety of the internet. The internet, as a whole, is dangerous as going to the projects without anything to protect yourself. Think of it like that. If you know how to keep yourself safe on the internet, good. But if your children don't, then don't let them use it. And make sure you monitor what they go through a lot. Keep them to offline things that don't involve the online internet. For instance, keep them on Netflix, not YouTube. Keep them away from websites that they shouldn't be seeing. Keep them away from bad things. It's just safer for everybody if you keep them away from things until they're the right age. Anyways, basically, I know this is kind of an odd video, and if you're a kid watching this, get your parents out here to watch it too, because it could be helpful if they see this as well. I know you're thinking, why should I value the opinion of a 13-year-old on the internet? Well, I know, but think of it more of, if I'm a 13-year-old on the internet and already know these things, and then why shouldn't you? Why don't you already know this if you're an adult? If you're a grown adult caring for a child, you should know these things. If I'm a 13-year-old and I already know these things, you should have known these things too. That's why you monitor what your kids use. You monitor what they play, what they watch, what they do. If you're going onto an online game, make sure you monitor it or turn on a child mode for more safety. Make sure you monitor what they purchase, what games they play. If anything, limit them to a few hours a day on the internet. It's just safer that way. I don't know how to say this other than monitor what they do, monitor what they watch, monitor what they say, and everybody will be able to have fun their own way. Anyways, I'm Jacob, and I'm signing off for now after my announcement. So, okay. Parents, if you're watching this, you can have your children go back to the video now. Okay, everybody. Jake here. Again, I guess. What I'm saying is, for my announcement, is the reason I haven't uploaded in a while is because life has just been busy and busy. That's why it's been a couple months, or a month even, I don't know. I've lost track. My life's been busy, but expect a normal upload schedule after Christmas. If anything, maybe a little around Christmas. Once Christmas comes and goes, you're gonna see a big amount of double unboxings, even triple unboxings, because I'm gonna go straight through a bunch of videos to get it all open and used. Excuse me. And also, I've been remodeling my room recently. Yeah, my room is different, and that's why you see my door a lot clearer and my TV here. That's because I have a table in my room now, and I'm sitting on a beanbag chair here called Big Joe. It literally says Big Joe on the label. So yeah, I figured this is an easier way to record, and if I put it farther back against the dresser here, I can make my videos a lot easier. So yeah, expect a lot more unboxings, a lot more fun, and a lot less serious videos. Anyways, that's all for today, folks. Thank you all for giving me your attention for a couple minutes, 10 minutes, I guess. Anyways, stay safe, stay careful, and stay ahead of those who want to do bad. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'm done now. Goodbye, everybody.